Hello. I believe we're live now. Sorry, late start to the stream. My name is Philosopher. This is the start of the IIRL race, Tier 2 here at Singapore. So we got a couple people hopping in now. If someone could just let me know in the chat if everything more or less looks okay and sounds alright. I hope everyone's doing well. That was, well, I will avoid any spoilers, but the race in Jeddah was definitely not one to miss. There's a yellow flag in sector 3. It's looks like it's pushing. Hey Majestic, no problem. Hope you're well. It's been a while since I've streamed a race, so apologize if I'm a bit rusty or whatever. I'm just kind of finding my footing again. Hizzy now starts their lamp on the inters. Doesn't look particularly wet, but it doesn't look like the dries would be much better. Well, it looks like it's drying. DRS is enabled. Tay, you were asking about the real life race earlier. It was hectic to say the least, but you know, I'd like to spare anyone who's watching this the yeah, don't want to spoil the result. But as a few more people have joined us, thanks for joining me. My name is Philosopher. We are part of the way here, part of the way through qualifying here. Here at Singapore. As he just comes into the pits. Let's see what Padge does on these soft tires. The Alpha Matty and Tucker for Life will be also ones to watch on the mediums. So we got someone slow in Sector 1. Oh, this Padge actually comes in. Picklin's still out on the intermediates, but those do not seem to be giving any grip at all, just waiting forever to turn. Super Mac on the soft tires, setting a purple middle sector. Well, the track's definitely dry now. Drying. There's still some specks of water on the visor. Coming through the last couple of sectors, let's see where Supermac can put that Williams. And he goes quickest by 10 seconds. So, that's official. Track's dry. Probably not the worst idea to fuel up for a few laps if and when drivers choose to go out, as Lacarus goes 5th fastest on the intermediates. If the track is dry for the start of the race, I assume he would get brand new tires to choose from. If it's not intermediates. Charity just letting me know that the record in AT1 was a 36.3. Definitely have a ways to go for the track to kind of grip up. It definitely looks like Supermac is still pushing this lap, just to see where the soft tires can put him time-wise as the track dries. Let's see. 3 seconds faster, so it's definitely improving. It looks like other people are just kind of waiting in the pits for it to just dry out more and more as people increase their times. As Pageant validates that lap. And so is Take It Easy. Alpha Matty goes fastest on the mediums with a 40.6. Hyper doing a good job trying to just be easy over the curves as he does lock up going into that sharp left. With it being a night track and also there's still some water on the camera, so I have to imagine those mediums do not want to really give anywhere near their optimal grip. Some people are finding more pace. Zog does a 39.9. And Hyper goes quickest. Just about a second and a half. So it really does seem like it's going to be the last person as Tucker for Life puts himself P4. It really seems like the last person to get across the line. Oh, as he spins it going into, what is that, turn 3? Patch goes quickest again on the mediums. Chelsea about 9 seconds up. Let's see where Chelsea finishes. He does get very close to the wall. Oh, and he just drops it, leading him to the final. Oh, there he goes to the. Let's see. It looks like they're coming back into the pits, or they might be. Oh, they're coming in. 5. Oh, someone's retired down there in the runoff. See, coming across the line now in the mediums, puts himself P6, right behind Take It Easy, who's on the soft tires, just 400 between them. Hicklin's still on an outlap, but I don't think long enough to make it to the line. Padge goes quickest on the mediums with a 37.3. That's very impressive. And Hicklin will not make it to the line. And that is a grid for Singapore. Padge and Hype are doing an excellent job. Getting, as well as Dale, getting into the 37s, especially on the mediums. With Zog and Take It Easy rounding out the top 5. Oh, there's a time glitch. So we'll see if anyone else moves. Lucaroos doesn't seem to improve. And Hicklin goes 8th fastest. Yeah, I don't know where the AI came from. Suppose we just wait for qualifying to wrap up. If this race is even as half of exciting as the one in real life today, then we should all be in for quite the race to remember. As Hicklin comes into the pits now. Not sure if this lobby will have to be restarted. So it is going to be a restart, Tay. Let's get a whole look at the grid. Alright, just gonna have to wait for the lobby to be remade. Thank you everyone for joining and tuning in. Again, my name is Philosopher. This is the IIRL league race for Tier 2 here at Singapore. It's round 13. In a moment, I'll try to some context for how the championship is going. Alright, and it looks like after a brief transition to a new lobby and everyone getting back in, we are readied up. We'll have 17 drivers on the grid today. Let's hope we have 17 finishers. But as we all know, street tracks are quite challenging. And with Singapore definitely having plenty of corners near walls, it's not uncommon to see a few front wings come off. And we're just waiting for the 5-minute break, which is customary before these races. Drivers a chance to warm up in whatever pre-race ritual that they have. Just a few more minutes and started on the formation lap. I hope everyone's been having a good Sunday, good race day. And it seems like the brake is now up. Finally got going on a formation lap. Alright, and we have Patch and Hyper, two Red Bulls, locking up the front row, leading off the pack, followed by TME Dale and Zog, and then Take It Easy in 5th place. Let's see what tires people are on. Well, Singapore is always an interesting race, since it does offer quite a challenge for all the drivers. And just as we're about to get underway, I'd just like to thank everyone for tuning in so far. How's it going, Mr. Wiggles? Wiggle wiggle. My name's Philosopher. This is the stream for Tier 2. Everyone's looking like doing a nice job giving each other good space. Pulling up the tires and brakes. This patch now begins to slow down and start to bunch up the pack again. Probably am Mr. Wiggles, but can't fix it. I hope everyone else has muted me. Alright, here we go. Here at Singapore. 3, 4, 5 lights. And we're off. This Padge and Hyper both got a pretty good start as Dale tries to hang it around the outside into turn 1. Has to cut across the curb. It might have been leaving the track to gain an unfair advantage as Padge just lets him go. And then also lets by Hyper. That was odd. Not exactly sure what happened there. This Tay gets back past Hissy, it seems, to retake 5th. As a load of cars come back. Ooh, this. Oh. This Rhea loses out to Africa, it seems. It doesn't look like he has damage, but slows down all the way. Tay up in a 4th place. After potentially Zog had a mistake. Tay looking to make good early use out of those soft tires. With so many corners and this being a longer lap, they won't hold up very long, but they will have good grip to get through all these corners. patch trying to break the toe of Take It Easy. Ooh, is Hissy and Chelsea get very close. And that's going to provide Alpha Matty with an opportunity to get involved. Definitely still feeling a bit of understeer with those medium tires, maybe still warming up in the dirty air of 3 other cars. Has a look for the inside. Goes around the outside. Ooh, oh, and the other McLaren might sneak down. But they all decide to stay in single file and more or less live to fight another day. Everyone's close and is having looks, but no one is initially making a huge move. Oh, as we have Zog, who's had definitely an incident contact with someone. Oh, and the McLaren of Mark D gets spun around. As he straightens himself back out. His way to the pit lane. Gonna need a new front wing. So there we have the pit strategy. So for the 2 stop, it's going to be around lap 11. For the 1, it'll be around lap 19. That's if you're starting on the hard tire. Top 4 is still very close. And then there's this second group just a couple seconds behind. Is Chelsea going to try to make a move? No, thinks better of it. Nicklin does start to look like he's holding up the rest of these cars. The top 4 here all doing a very good job of sticking with each other. Dale ever so slightly starts to pull an advantage, just over a second now. 2 Red Bulls are right next to each other and Tay is close behind, so as soon as someone decides to pit, pull the trigger first. It'll definitely be interesting. What Tay really needs to do is try to get past the Red Bulls to capitalize the most on the soft tires, but he is creating a bigger and bigger gap to Hicklin behind, who just seems to be struggling and holding up everyone else behind him. Hicklin actually pits now. Now releases the likes of Hissy, Chelsea, and Alpha Matty. As Hissy doesn't take the best turns 1 and 2, that'll give Chelsea on the DRS straight chance to overtake. Although his battery is already flashing. Oh, as Tejas had a moment, seems to have spun around. Doesn't seem to be any damage, but his tires will definitely be warm after that. Gonna need a little while to get control under the tire temperatures. It'll be very interesting to see how far Dale can push those soft tires. It looks like Hyper and Padge are both trying to break the toe. Dale seems to lag out a little bit. Padge and Hyper looking to more or less just cooperate, not get in each other's way too much. Just kind of wait for Dale's tires to go off. Jesse and Chelsea a good 7 seconds behind. And then Alpha Matty, ooh, looks like you just maybe touched the wall there. Being chased by Tay for 6th and 7th place respectively. Oh, there's a safety car. So it looks like Shady is just oversteered. Seems quite far after the last corner. Just into the side of the pit wall. Well, this is great news for Dale. I doubt the Red Bulls are going to. Well, I mean, one might want to pit, but both of them can't. So Hyper stays out. So does Padge. So they're choosing to extend those medium tires, and maybe they can just extend them long enough to then go to softs at the very end. Dale going onto the hard tires, wanting to stay out for the rest of the race. Which could be crucial since track position is so important here. Oh. Tay going for the more aggressive strategy of putting on the mediums after starting on the softs. So he will most likely, unless he does some extreme management, have to pit again. What did you miss, Wiggles? Looked like Shady oversteered from the last corner and took a wheel off, hitting the pit wall. So Dale, who had the net lead, is now on hard tires and catching him to the back of the pack right now of the safety car. Everyone else in front of him is not boxed. So we'll have to see what kind of a pace advantage this kind of lends to Dale and Take It Easy, but also with the likes of Hicklin and Zog. Will be really hard to pass, obviously. Mark D and Licarus are doing their best to catch up to the safety car. Well, I might want to come in this lap still. So I would say maybe comfortably. If I was in either Hyper or Padge's position, and if there was no other safety car, I would say those medium tires could probably go to probably lap 20 comfortably, maybe 21, and then it would be a bit of a stretch, but with probably less fuel, could probably do the last 10 or so laps on the soft tire. But of course, it's the marathon, not the sprint in Singapore. Especially as the tires go off, you know, it's very tough to keep it out of the wall. As it doesn't appear that the safety car is going to be in this lap, so one more as we wait for Lecaroos to still catch up. Alright, with everyone caught up now, the safety car will be in this lap. 14 drivers out of 17 left. The two Red Bulls that are leading, both on the mediums who have not pitted yet. And Timmy Dale is on one lap old fresh hards, followed by Take It Easy's on fresh mediums, hoping to potentially have some pace to the drivers in front. As Hyper now becomes the in-place safety car, slowing everyone down. Probably go right before the first corner to hopefully give Padge some form of a chance of staying in front of Hissy. We both get a good restart as Chelsea goes on the inside of Hissy. And Chelsea gets that place. That was very close but very fair. As Padge weaves around a bit to still get some heat into the tires. Oh, Zog just picks up a penalty there. Everyone seems to be behaving themselves. Looks like Mark D had a little bit of a moment with Lecarouse. Hyper and Patch is trying to do their best. Pull away as Hesse has a huge moment and loses 2 places. Chelsea and Alpha Matty. Doesn't look like there's any damage to the front wing. So maybe just had a snap of oversteer and had to sort himself out. Dale's struggling to find a way past Supermac. Even though he's on 6 lap pressure, hard tires. Tay is also getting very, very close. DRS is still not enabled. Dale goes slightly defensive. Tay tries to look around the outside. He has to go across the curb. Gets great traction through the corner. Turning the battery on and off, trying to save as much as he can while still staying close. Launches it down the inside. Oh, and Dale just unfortunately turns across. Oh, it's from quite far back. Though it did seem that Tay was going to slow down enough for the corner. I just don't think that was expected, from Dale at least. Top 3 are still very close together. Definitely pulled a little bit of a gap to Alpha Matty, who has Hissy and Supermac right behind him as he's wrestling the steering wheel back and forth. Doesn't seem like those medium tires have a lot of left to give. DRS is now enabled, and Hissy is well within the detection point. Alpha Matty just squirming everywhere. He's got absolutely no grip. Hissy, meanwhile, seems much more controlled. He's gonna have the run on him for sure here. Alpha Matty leaves him enough room and he gets past. As Alpha Matty still locks up. Oh, and Supermax loses it. And that'll be a free position for Team E Dale, and that bunches up Hicklin, Zog, and Maverick. Hyper being put under a lot of pressure now by both his teammate and Chelsea. This is very much going to complicate this strategy a little bit in the Red Bull garage. Does Padge pit first to try and undercut Hyper? Does Hyper pit first, and then does Padge try to hold up Chelsea to make sure that he still comes out in front? Right now it seems like they're more or less fine with just holding position, but Pissy is only 2 seconds behind. If Pissy decides to go first, he could undercut them by going onto the soft tire. Chelsea is on a very low amount of battery. Meanwhile, Padge and Hyper still seem to have at least half each. So that essentially means Chelsea can't really attack any more than this. It will have the DRS, but if the two Red Bulls simply just cooperate and save their battery together, it would be very hard for that to happen, as Alphamati now goes into the pits. Definitely wants to get off those old mediums at this point. It's on the hard tire and a new wing. As Padge and Hyper now swap places. Padge definitely having a little bit more battery than Hyper at this point, so hopefully this might give Hyper a chance to use the DRS, save some battery, and hopefully in the process still keep Chelsea behind. Yes, you definitely have a little bit of a slide before the bridge. Just before really closing down the gap between the top three. Dale not doing too much on those hard tires. But obviously the race will come back to him if he make him last all the way till the end and everyone else in front of him has to pit still. He did have the net lead. Hicklin falling a couple seconds behind Dale, with Zog and Maverick in close company. Oh, this is an incident that just happened with Hyper, it seems. And Chelsea. Wonder if Chelsea didn't have any wing damage. But it seems perhaps Hyper did. Ted comes into the pits now as well. No, Padge, the only one that hasn't stopped yet. Ooh, Zog and Hicklin get very close, along with Maverick. Ooh, as they go and turn into each other, Maverick has to go to the inside to avoid them. Hicklin's light is flashing, so he's got very small amount of deployment left. Mark D tries to just keep his nose clean. His luck Rush is now coming to join from behind. These are crucial laps in the race where, depending on how old or new your tire is, oh, as Hicklin just gets another penalty there. And it looks like Hyper just had a moment. Oh, lost his whole front wing. His hard tire's definitely not warming up as quickly as he probably would have thought. Hopefully just does Supermac the favor of not holding him up. But that is quite unfortunate for Hyper. Was running second to his teammate, who's in the lead still. Chelsea does have a lot of free air in front of him right now, so we'll see how well he can make the use of those brand new mediums. Mark D getting ever closer to Hicklin, who seems to be paused. Perhaps not anymore. When will Patch come into the pits to get rid of those mediums? Did now slightly seem to pull a gap to Dale. Chelsea up in his 6th place. Freshest mediums if anyone in front of him. Chelsea's ever so slightly closing down the gap to his teammate Mark in front of him. It's only a couple seconds up the road, but on significantly older mediums. I don't know, even with Dale on these hard tires, I still feel like another 14 laps, so total 24 laps on those hard tires. That's going to be pretty unstable, I feel like, towards the end. Oh, as Padge does pit now for hard tires. Just missed that. So now an 11 lap difference of tires should give Padge the advantage to try to catch up to Dale if he's going to try to stay out. Where does Chelsea come out? Well out in front of Padge. So that undercut to an extent has worked really well. And Padge comes out even behind Hissy. But will those mediums last the rest of the race? Ooh, his Alpha Matty has just had a moment and spun. Maverick's slowly trying to close in on Zog, who's got 3 lap older tires than he does. Chelsea is now caught up to the back of his teammate Mark D. Chelsea seems to save no battery whatsoever. So hopefully now you're just going to rely on the pure power of the DRS to get past him. Will Mark D fight this? Not too much, it seems. Chelsea is on the charge. Definitely has a significant tire advantage. His Alfa Matty is just retired. See how much he can catch up to the top 3. Dale just seemed to be putting it in cruise control and gaining, pulling away from Zog. And Maverick now pits. I'm gonna presume for soft tires. Nope, another set of mediums. See if maybe Patch can get a move on Issy. Not quite close enough. Maybe on those fresh hards, still be able to have enough grip to pull through the corners. Ooh. That's just running a little wide there. I don't know if that would be any wing damage. Is he still doing a good job with the medium tire? Padge's wing looks fine. Chelsea now in the race of really has quite the challenge ahead of him. Got 9 lap older or 9 lap newer medium tires than Dale's hard tires. He's only got about 9 laps to make up 13 seconds. Padge meanwhile is just 4/10 behind Hesse for the last podium position. Hesse goes very deep into that turn. But Padge is definitely getting a fair amount of understeer following in his wake. Sorry, Mr. Wiggles, just was settling into the race. Alright, Zog on fresh softs. What? Oh, about the penalties though. Zog does have 6 seconds with the penalties. That'll still keep him just ahead of Supermac right now. Oh, as Hesse goes into the pit. Oof, not the best exit from Zog there. Marty on very old medium tires. It seems like very soon Maverick and Zog are going to catch up to the back of him. Zog just hustling the car around the corners. Just waiting for the best moment to put it up the inside. Well, it's Chelsea pits now for soft tires. Realizing that those mediums, I guess, won't gonna make it to the end. Hey, trying to catch down Supermac right now. Tay being on slightly fresher mediums. But he does have a 6-second penalty. Is he gonna try to make a move down the inside? No. Doesn't have the grip there for him. Move on the exit. Oh my god. Not sure what to say about that one. Tay's gonna try again on his next DRS zone, hopefully on the correct side of the white line. Tay finally gets past Supermac, although Supermac's gonna try to hang it around the outside, but goes a little bit too deep. That gives Hissy the opportunity to close in on the both of them. Now he's gonna have more than enough laps to actually catch the two of them. Is he getting very close to Supermac at this point? Just desperate to get past, to then try to chase off after Tay. Tay, of course, having that penalty, but it always feels better to win on track. Hissy's essentially pushing Supermac around these corners. Supermac still being able to somewhat defend from having the DRS on Tay. Oh, Hissy just locking up a bit. Is he looking to open up the corner as much as possible, try to get the traction out, but goes to the inside, goes very deep, but with those soft tires does manage to stop, and he's finally passed. And with that tire advantage, Supermac has almost no chance of trying to keep up. And already you can start to see how much Hissy's starting to take it easy. who knows, with only 4 laps left, they might be able to defend. He has almost no battery left to play with. Now that it's Tay though. This is just trying to test the limits, see how much he can push Tay offline. Tay doing his best to stick to the inside. Guess he's gonna try to go for it. Tay does give him a squeeze, but eventually does concede to at least potentially try and follow. Guess he does go a little deep there. Tay going into the pits one more time, I guess, to try to possibly get the fastest lap. Zog still trying to somewhat close in on Chelsea. He seems to have no battery left. I don't think Padgett's going to have enough laps to kind of capitalize on the difference of tire performance between him and Dale at this point. Well, just 10 drivers left, with just 2 laps to go. Team Edale is really doing Champions Drive. Ultimately gonna put I think 24 or 25 laps on those hard tires, but Edge is, I mean, he was about 6 seconds or so just a couple laps ago. I don't know how much I'll be able to catch in the next lap and a half. Everyone else, for the most part, seems to be pretty evenly spaced out at this point. is now 3 seconds away from Dale. Seconds. It's gonna be closer than Dale wants. 2.5 seconds. How much can Patch push? And then somehow still try to make a move on Dale on the last lap. He does not have a lot of battery to use. But almost every corner he is gaining some time. So, just around 2 seconds. .8 seconds now. They're really trying to use every bit of battery he has left to make sure he has as much of a buffer to Pedge. Still hoping he can just bring that Haas through another couple corners. This Pedge is just a second away now. Under 1 second. Wow, and that's going to be quite the drive from Dale just to hold on at the last moment. With twice as old tires as Patch, who is just closing in, needed one more lap to make the move. Maverick now coming through the final sector. We'll take 3rd place. And Chelsea, who really did have a great strategy earlier on, is going to take 4th. Supermac on 18 lap old mediums coming across. Hey, just closing up to the back of Mark D in the last 2 finishers. That'll be the end of the race. Well, that was quite the race to say, with some ups and downs, you know, if nothing else. Singapore I always feel like is one for where multiple strategies can work, but it really depends on the driving style, you know, used. The smoother you can really kind of maintain the tires, the better, because it is then for track position. But if you can push aggressively and really make the most out of the softer compounds, then the 2-stop is also possible. But all in all, you know, really fantastic race from Tier 2. We have TME Dale who took the win, starting from 3rd on the grid. Pedge came in 2nd, and Maverick coming all the way up from 16th to finish on the podium in 3rd place, with Chelsea right behind, finishing in 4th. He started 13th. The biggest loser we saw is Hyper, who started on 2nd place and unfortunately DNF'd. But quite a great race from a fan perspective. Well, I'd just like to thank IIRL for letting me commentate this race. Again, my name is Philosopher. I hope everyone enjoy the stream, and I will catch everyone next time.